Ladies and gentlemen of Hunter's Run, we're here in the kitchen. I'm Chef Rob. We're gonna make a basic sauce today, and we're gonna make Beurre Blanc, and it is the traditional recipe by Chef Escoffier, and let's get started.
All right, so we have the classic ingredients. We got white wine, 8 ounces, all right, and we have some white wine vinegar, okay, about 2 ounces of that. We've got 1 pound of butter cubed up and cold, and we have I only had 2. I had small shallots, so I used 2, but you can use 1 large shallot, and we're going to mince that up. And this is the classic Escoffier Beurre Blanc, but we do have one addition, which is heavy cream, and that's going to stabilize the sauce a little bit better, especially if we are holding it hot for service. We need the heavy cream to act as a stabilizer for the Beurre Blanc. So I'm going to mince up these shallots, and I want to get them nice and fine. You can also slice them if you're definitely going to strain them. I kind of made this sauce so that I could keep the shallots minced in the sauce, although I'll probably strain it at the end of the video just to show that technique as well. But you can leave the shallots in the sauce, and if you do, I would mince them. So yeah, like I'm just gonna cut those really fine. Look at this knife skill, chef. Oh man, hasn't lost a step. So we have our shallots ready, and we're ready to cook our Beurre Blanc. So we're gonna start with our dry white wine, 8 ounces. Okay, and then we're gonna add our white wine vinegar. That's gonna give some extra sharpness to the sauce. And then we're going to, we're gonna put our shallots in there and turn it on high heat. And we're just gonna let that get hot and come to a simmer. And you can add other things to your Beurre Blanc. You can add fresh thyme, other herbs. It depends. But this is a very straightforward Beurre Blanc, and this is our basic Beurre Blanc for Hunter's Run, and sometimes we add other things. I'm reducing this on high heat, and you can see when you see a lot of tiny bubbles, okay, it's almost to the point, like we call that au sec in French cooking. I'm going to add my heavy cream once I've reduced that down enough and created that sharp flavor. So I'm adding the heavy cream, and then I'm going to reduce that down until I see tiny bubbles and let those flavors infuse. I got some kosher salt going in there, okay, and then yeah, we're just going to get that. The thicker the heavy cream, the thicker the sauce, but also the better the chances of the sauce breaking. So you got to be careful. Like if you're going to have to hold it through 3 hours of service, I recommend not over reducing the heavy cream. Now we're going to add our we're going to whisk in our cold butter. Okay, I moved it off to the side. I kept my burner hot, but I moved the pot off to the side until I'm whisking in and incorporating that butter. Now look at that beautiful sauce. Now I'm straining it with the chinois, and I'm going to press on those shallots and get all that flavor out of there. But that is a very buttery and delicious sauce. It's great with whitefish. You know what? I would dip nachos in it. I don't care. I love Beurre Blanc. But this is a very classic French sauce, and this is made famous by Auguste Escoffier. And there you go. I'm just going to show it on a black plate so you can see it and kind of see the consistency and see the richness of that sauce. That's how it should look, and it should taste nice and sharp. Thank you.